All right. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Letting Me Know. And I'm Darren Randall. We back with Lamar. NFL Pro Bowl just happened today, and it kind of snuck up on me. I damn near forgot it was even happening before I seen like a little reminder. I got a little notification. I feel like the hype was it's there, but for it to be a whole new Pro Bowl, I thought we would have had a little bit more noise around it. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie too. I was surprised just because, and I could be mistaken or speaking a little prematurely, but I thought the Pro Bowl would be either on a Saturday or Sunday. Why is it on a Thursday?
Right,
I'm just like, what
right.
hey, I don't know. It's kind of weird
And
to
how
me,
does the
but
schedule even go? Is I know there's got to be like what 2 or 3 more days, but when is the actual flag football
that
game? Maybe
that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm like, okay, maybe that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking a little prematurely just because I'm thinking they having this today, and then they having something else tomorrow, and then Saturday probably having something. It's like probably a whole weekend type of thing, like how NBA is, like All Star Weekend. So I feel like that's probably
right.
how NFL is trying to do it.
And then also, I'm not a big fan that it's not outside. They all in a little room, little warehouse. It's cool, but it used to be up in Hawaii, sun shining, water breezing, water waves going on. It was good, just a good
Mhm.
atmosphere and all that. But
Oh,
it
where they
is
at
what it
now? Vegas?
is. Yeah, they in Vegas, and and they in a refrigerated ass
Mm.
warehouse. A couple fans sitting in the corner. It's all dim and
Uh,
dark up in there. I don't know. I just would have rather had it more of a party scene, more of a even if
yeah.
for sure. Even if we in Vegas, since they in Vegas, it should be more Hollywood, more lights and cameras going around, more alcohol being passed around. Shit, they in Vegas. Let them have a little bit of fun. Let's see who could throw the best
So be,
drunk. But fuck it, let
hey,
them,
that would be crazy. That'd be more intense for sure. That's a good idea. But I'm surprised
bro.
too. I'm surprised they don't have it at the Raider Stadium, at the Legion Stadium. I'm surprised about that.
I don't know where. Maybe I don't. I'm not exactly exact. I can't even remember where they exactly had it at. But I just know it was in Vegas and it looked like it was in like a warehouse type of situation. But
Hmm.
today, so to speak up on the video. So I wanted to play Derek Carr right here. Derek Carr. This is him earlier today. And if you remember, my bad. Before we even dive up into that,
Hmm.
so I don't. I can't. I don't want to pop. I don't want to show that video right now. But Derek Carr, this was his first game. So he ended up. This is his first Pro Bowl with the Raiders since what? A couple years now. I think he's only been to one more. This might be his second Pro Bowl being with the Raiders.
Hmm.
But Derek Carr, when he
Hmm.
was going into this whole Pro Bowl thing, he didn't even have his helmet on. Like, or he didn't have any Raider gear on. He didn't have no Raider jersey on. He didn't have no Raider jacket, no Raider sweats. Only thing he had Raider significant was just the Pro Bowl jersey that they already forced you to wear. Then it has a little logo on there. But Derek Carr was not
Uh,
repping the Raiders. He was pretty much letting that be known that the Raiders is here, I'm over here, and we doing our own thing. But Derek
hmm.
Carr, it looked like he was on a mission, and when he first got to the throwing competition, it looked like he was in there something to prove. He came out there hyped. You know, you could see the swagger up in him. He looked like he wanted to prove something to the Raiders. I don't understand why. Just because this is the Pro Bowl. It's not like you doing this throwing competition is gonna do too much. But I understand. You just
Hmm.
pissed off. You embarrassed. You feel like you deserved a lot more. But I think it's something to look up to. I know that means this summer and heading on to this next season, he's gonna be driven. I like to see it, and I
Yeah.
like that he showed us today. It didn't really prove much, but it did show us that we should be looking forward to the future of Derek Carr. I'm happy for that. Maybe it just awoken a new monster in him that he didn't even know he had up in him. And so I
Yeah.
wanted to pop up show y'all this video, and it shit went away once I dipped out of the other time. This was
No, but
Derek.
I would agree with you too, though. I would agree that Derek Carr is one of the more professional, one of the more just even more professional guys in the league. He knows the business,
Right.
even though that it is embarrassing for him. It's some business, and he knows this. So I feel like he's taking it really well.
I think he is too. I think he's handling like a professional. And to even go deeper on this, I want to show you this video of him earlier from today.
You've thrown touchdown passes in Vegas before. You've been on fire. Have you ever been that hot in Las Vegas?
Not that hot. It's probably why I'm going somewhere else.
hey, hey, and this is why I can fuck with Derek Carr, because look, he's making a joke out of it. I think he's handling it like a great professional. I think
Yes, yes.
it's possible that they could really regret this, that the Raiders could regret passing up on Derek Carr. I don't know if his time was
I hope they
officially
regret it.
over with.
I hope wherever team he goes to, I hope he really makes the Raiders pay. Not even just the Raiders, because the Raiders, I feel like, is a small portion of this. When you look at the overall scale, You think of Derek Carr, great quarterback, great guy, great character, great teammate. You always root for a guy like that to win a Super Bowl. And for him himself, he wants to win a Super Bowl. He don't care about nothing else. He
Facts.
don't really care about a bag. He don't really care about getting paid, no contract extensions. He wanted to stay with the Raiders. If it was up to him, he would have stayed there his whole career. But
He
they
stayed
gave
loyal
up
to
on
them.
him, you know? Yeah, he stayed loyal to
They-
them. He wasn't asking for all this baggage and oh, let me get a bag. He wanted only person he asked for was Devontae Adams. It's the only thing he asked for, and they gave him a
And I
bag.
feel like,
So
and what did you even say? This is a good sign to show for other teams. The other teams that are looking for a quarterback, I feel like this is sign of sort of the kind of things they look for in a leader in the quarterback, a guy that he's never too
mhm.
emotionally affected by the business, by the team, but he's also going to be a leader. He's showing up for the Raiders. He's presenting them pretty good, even though he's not officially
Mhm.
with them, and he did show a little sneak diss, but he's there for the Raiders. He's not dissing them completely. He's putting on a good show. He's having fun, and he's showing a good character. So I think a lot of teams should be even more infused and happy to put Derek Carr on their squad.
No, yeah, I
Here,
think so too. Just because, especially those teams that need to go, my boy Watt, especially those
What it
teams
is?
that need to get two quarterbacks. So I feel like it definitely a team that is looking to get Derek Carr. They're getting a guy that's number one is healthy. He's healthy. He's not coming off an injury. That's super key. You don't want to get a quarterback that's coming off like a surgery or off season injury or something like that. So and like you said, he's a great leader. So I feel like that's just the double.
exactly, and I'm gonna agree with that. And y'all just seeing WAP up in here. I'm gonna have him in just a second, but I want to introduce this next topic. Also, so we had Devontae Adams. He ended up tweeting this yesterday. Let me pull up the tweet. This was pretty cool to me. Devontae Adams. He hasn't really spoke too much since Derek Carr's left. We already know he wasn't happy with it. He wasn't happy that they got rid of his boy. Not surprising, just because
Mhm.
the situation. That he's the main reason he ended up coming to the Raiders. But this is what Derek Carr had to say. You can see it, right? Y'all can all see this.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so this is with Devontae Adams. He ended up retweeting this. So Las Vegas locally tweeted, which neighborhood is Aaron Rodgers moving to? Because Aaron Rodgers could potentially be on the move. And Derek Carr or
Mhm.
Devontae Adams ended up saying mine. As in he wants
Mhm.
Aaron Rodgers on the squad. He's letting it be known that he wants his old quarterback
Yeah.
back with the Las Vegas Raiders. And to bring in WAP, I wanted to have him touch on this also a little bit. So, how are y'all feeling, WAP? I'm gonna have you answer this question. How much is this a possibility that Aaron Rodgers could be coming to the Raiders? Should we take this serious? Should we take it one out of 10? How serious should we consider this?
Um, I would say probably like I'd give it like a 5, 6
Oh, damn.
there, because he gonna have a lot of options, so he might go wherever he choose. But he probably wouldn't mind being with the Raiders. They just probably need to draft some alignment. Draft some alignment. You got a good running back. You got one of the top tight ends in the league. You got Dante. It ain't a bad situation.
It's really not a bad situation, especially where he's coming from. He's coming from Green Bay with not a ton of weapons.
Mm-mm.
And if you really put him on the Raiders, that might be the best squad he has since damn near the Super Bowl, when he went to the Super Bowl. You're going to have Devontae, you're going to have Renfro, you're going to have Waller. Who knows? I know the Raiders got a couple draft picks, so they could get some linemen, and they could also bring in a later round skill player. But Lamar, how possible? What's the possibility of this actually happening?
I can see it's like a huge possibility, but I think for them to get Aaron Rodgers because he's still under contract, so I think they might have to trade
Right.
somebody such as like a Darren Waller or like a
Ooh.
like a draft pick or something. So that could be
Would
key
y'all
right
be
there too.
open
But
if you're the? Go ahead,
I would be open to trading Waller just because I feel like they already open to trading Waller because Waller is getting paid a lot of money. So I feel like they are trying to free up a lot of money. They're trying to sign more guys in free agency rather than just have Waller. And Waller has been pretty injury prone, even though he's a freak of nature. But I would give up Waller. I would bring in Aaron Rodgers, and then I would, obviously Devontae Adams already there. They have that chemistry. I'll go draft a receiver. I'll go get a big time free agent receiver, maybe a D Hop. We get D Hop with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae. That'd be cool.
But what
But
about
yeah,
you?
I could see Aaron going to the Raiders though.
But what about you, WAP? So he's talking about trading a star tight end in the league. There's not too many. I think you put I know a lot of people will say Kelsey, so let's go Kelsey, Kittle, and then Waller. Those are the three main guys, and then you can even throw Andrews up in there. But it's hard to find that star tight end.
Goddard.
So yeah, you feel me? Like I feel like Aaron Rodgers, though, when you're coming to a new team, I feel like that tight end is your number one weapon. That should be your number one best friend as a quarterback. So you're gonna get rid of Darren Waller. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers would want that to happen.
No, I don't know if they'd get rid of Darren Waller, but if they did, I think they probably just want to sign Josh Jacobs because he a free agent. So
gotta let him walk. Damn, but then you not gonna give him a running back?
and you
It's
got
like, damn.
you got to grab one of them in the draft.
Yeah, and they drafted a running back. They drafted a running back last season. They got a running back from Georgia, Zamir White. So, yeah, so
you're gonna have to give up those draft picks, oh yeah, you're right though. They did draft a solid running back. It's not like they don't have a good guy that could back up Josh Jacobs. But how many draft picks, Lamar? How many draft picks would it even take to even get Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders? I know the Packers ain't giving up nothing easy. They gonna want a solid amount.
shit. If I'm the Packers or the Raiders, I'm gonna give up a first rounder though. Sheesh. I would give up a second rounder for sure, but first rounder that's kind of iffy.
That's it.
But
That's
I would make. I know, but this is a guy he's a little older. I don't know. You're right though. It is Aaron Rodgers. This is one of the GOATs.
Back to back.
I want all the smoke.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many guys can you really say is better than Rodgers? You're gonna have to give up 3 first-round picks for a 36-year-old, and you're gonna have to let that running back walk.
I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that? What?
Hell no. You can't have it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm gonna be up and doing that. 3 first-round picks, bruh.
Well, shit. Who else you gonna get? Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yep, I'm giving me Jimmy. Fuck
Oh hell! I thought y'all wanted to win a Super Bowl.
He said, "Give me Jimmy."
I thought you wanted to win a Super Bowl. I don't know how many options the Raiders really have now because look, now you got to remember Tom Brady just retired. I felt like that was a number 1, maybe number 2 option. So I don't know how many quarterbacks are going to be available this offseason. I really feel like Derek Carr is probably the best option if you can't stick with Rodgers. And they already officially said we letting him go. You just letting him walk, and y'all don't even got a plan A or plan B yet.
Man,
maybe they can go get.
Jacoby. Yeah, but they probably. I think the Raiders gonna draft the quarterback though. I think they're gonna trade up and grab them a QB.
I don't think you can do that. You got Devontae. Look at his age. Devontae 32, 31. You can't be depending on no rookie.
Yeah.
Time is now.
If it's Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, he in good hands though.
Yeah.
Guys, they say Will Levi is the guy from Kentucky. He ain't really the games I watched him this year. He ain't really do nothing. I think
Will Levis.
Yeah. I'm getting
Bryce. Yeah, I was gonna say too. I was gonna say maybe the Raiders can go get somebody. Don't sleep on Stidham. Stidham played pretty decently. Shit, maybe he can win the job.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. That's also true.
He might have.
And then we also had today. I don't know. Let me see how this pops up. Okay, that worked. So we also had today, or this was actually a couple of days ago, right when the Niners were clearing out their locker room, they asked Trent Williams, is there any possibility that he could retire? You got to remember, Trent Williams is 34, going on 35. And this is what he had to say when they asked him about retirement. He basically said that they're not ruling it out. I thought I had the quote, but he basically said they're not ruling it out because, going on 34, going on 35, each season could get pretty grueling. You trained all season and then you lose to the Rams last year. You train all season this year and then you go out like that, not even having a fair chance against the Eagles. So is there a real possibility that Trent Williams could retire, or do y'all see him coming back next year?
He at the top of his game, though. I don't really see no decline in his game. He's still the best left tackle in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he'll give it a shot because it's just kind of sour to go out like that. You feel me? You ain't and they've been so close. Right. So I think he'll give it one more year because he ain't lost a step. But he ain't struggled that game. He held his own. So I don't see him retiring unless he just tired.
I agree, but you can also say, we seen Joe Staley. He looked like he still could have balled, and he retired. You could look at Tom Brady. He looked like he still has some juice left in him, but I thought he would have gave it one more run, and he ended up ending it this year. So what do you see in Lamar? Like, is Trent Williams over with?
No, I would agree with Wap. I think he got at least like another year or two that he'd be willing to give. But hopefully, I think what he also got to look at too. I mean, obviously he's gonna stay with the Niners. The Niners are built to win, so hopefully they bring in the quarterback. Well, they have Purdy and they have Lance, so they have a bright future. So, but hopefully they bring in somebody that can win now. Because like Wap was saying, and like how you were saying earlier, Darren, like these players are like these top players. They're not getting younger. They only getting older, such as Aaron Rodgers and guys like Trent Williams. So they're trying to win now. They're not trying to rebuild, or they're not trying to go with these younger guys who have time to have 3 or 4 years to to get to that top level. They're trying to win now. So I think he will play another year or two. He kind of reminds me of Jason Peters, a long time Eagle. And also he played for the Bills for a long time. Like even Jason Peters was like 41 years old, playing left tackle, still playing at a high level, So Trent Williams can do it though. He's big enough. He has the mindset. He's strong. But it comes a time and point where you got to think like, damn, is this team that I'm on? Are they really trying to win? And if that's the case, then I would want to go to another team or I would retire.
And let's say theoretically, let's say he does decide to retire. Are the 49ers in trouble?
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
he said, yeah.
They in trouble. Yeah.
Is it pretty much ending the whole little run they got going, or could they still win games? I don't know. You taking out a left tackle, I feel like that's the most important position in football. Besides probably the quarterback and like an edge rusher. No way you could probably even put the left tackle over the edge rusher.
Mm-hmm. Well, it just depends on who you replace him with. Like, say if Trent does retire, shit, you got to go either draft a solid ass left tackle, or you got to go get a free agent like a Mekhi Becton or somebody that's I don't know, somebody that was a first rounder before that still can play, stuff like that. So there's guys out there though. We just got to bring out the potential. It's all about coaching and development.
Yeah, Leonard Brown probably be out there next year. Junior.
That's what I was hearing also. It's kind of hard to replace Trent Williams, though. He's probably the greatest left tackle to ever play the game, which y'all say probably top 2, if not number 1. So it's hard.
He up there. He's not better than Joe Thomas, I don't think, though. I think Joe Thomas.
Yeah, what the heck? And Jonathan Ogden, all those guys. You guys are crazy.
He one of them, though.
He for sure one of them. Because I want to say he broke PFF's, he broke their records this past year for what was it? It was some type of O-lineman stat for them. But I also had a little clip from earlier today. This just happened, probably like an hour ago. Me and Lamar were just talking about it. Let me pull this up. We're going to move it on to the NBA a little bit. This was in the Grizzlies game. The Grizzlies, we were just talking about this. Lamar, we was talking about the young Grizzlies team, how they talk shit, how, John Morant's pretty much the gasoline to it. He's the Thomas to the train. He gets everybody else going, and everybody else just follows and keep rowing and rowing. And he kind of pictures this younger generation. This younger generation got a mouth on them. They ain't got.
Low key, I was gonna say Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is the one that be talking shit like nonstop. Low key, Ja is just the guy that he's just the guy on the squad that's the best player on the squad.
That man.
Yeah, that is.
But Dylan, would you agree with Dylan Brooks talking shit, man? Every game.
Like
no matter who they play.
I feel like Dylan wants more recognition as a player though. Because I ain't gonna lie, when Dylan was at Oregon, he was that guy. Like he was that dude.
Hey, but even before Ja came, he was that guy in Memphis too. I swear to God. And then when Ja came, he was still low key that guy. But then Desmond Bane went crazy and and Dylan got hurt. So now Dylan started coming off the bench, and Desmond Bane took his spot. So he's probably salty low key.
Yeah, I think he just want more recognition as a player.
Yeah, Wapman, I think that's funny that you say he wants recognition because I was listening to Jimmy Ward's live, I want to say yesterday or the day before. He was talking about a lot of these players that they kind of build characters for themselves, just like in the NFL, because the NFL it's a lot of TV, it's a lot of a lot of storylines and all that. So for them players to make a name for themselves and be who they want to be, they play a role. They play the bad guy, they play the good guy, and I might not actually be who they are, but for the TV wise and for them to start building negotiations and money deals and stuff like that, they're gonna do what they got to do.
Pat
They're gonna you feel me? They're gonna be that guy. They're gonna be that guy that everybody wants them to be, or they're gonna be that guy in the league that everybody needs. So that's what they sort of do. And so this clip was from earlier today. You had the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, and right here with Brooks. And let me play the video off for y'all. So y'all see right there, he was going for the layup.
Point. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's hard.
ooh,
Point. Yeah.
right in the fucking nuts. Ooh,
It's hard
and he
to
threw the
to
ball
know
at him, but you
intent.
see Dylan.
right there. That's
And
not our
Dylan gets
job,
up
but that's
acting
what
like,
started
bro,
it
like
all.
you not expecting him to come at you like that.
Wow, and then threw him down.
Right. I would have squared up fast as hell.
See right there. That
And then
then
he
he took his own
by the
play.
trainer.
Grizzlies.
No, he threw the trainer down. What the hell?
That nigga had a devious look in his eyes too when he got up. Oh shit. Hell no, he was not fucking with him. But who would y'all put that on? Did y'all feel like Donovan Mitchell had full right to act like that because he got up, throwing him on the ground? He wasn't playing no games, Mitchell. He didn't get in his face talking. As soon as that motherfucker got up, first he threw the ball at him. He got up, threw him on the ground. And if they would have probably let him kept going, a couple shots would end up throwing. But whose fault would y'all probably say this is on Brook, or would y'all say this is on my boy Spider?
Man, it's got to be. It's for sure on Brooks though, because like how
Draymond,
you
Brooks, Green.
turn over and hit me in my nut. You just
Right.
you already was on the ground. You did a whole roll and you hit me in my nuts. You was already in the,
Hey,
like that's just one of the most like, what are you doing, bro?
and when
What
I
you
was
doing,
listening,
bro?
right, and when I was listening to Lamar earlier, I didn't understand what you, Lamar. You give me your take on it. You had a weird, interesting take on this also.
Oh no, I was just saying that for some reason. I mean, I don't know. I kind of have a second opinion now. Like kind of like we replayed the clip, but it kind of is in my head. I'm like, did he actually mean to hit him straight in the nuts? Because like I mean, he rolled over, but it ain't like he like looked and like hit him there. It's
I
like
mean,
he
that was a
kinda,
direct
boom.
target,
And
nigga.
then-
That was right in between the two balls, the two sacks. Like he literally was trying to split them things.
I think it's the two-
I don't know, bro. It looked a little too much on contact. It looked like he been watching Draymond Green for a couple months. It looked like he been preparing just for this day. I'm gonna pull that Draymond
No,
Green
yeah.
as soon as I
I mean,
see this
shit.
spider.
Even if he did do it on purpose, though. I mean, Spider had every how you say it, every right to react that way.
Exactly.
Because Dylan Brooks, he's like Wap said, Dylan Brooks has kind of always been like he always been kind of like that. He has a mouth on him. He like no matter who he plays, he gets into it. Anybody, everybody. He got into it. Shannon Sharp, a guy that don't even play in the NBA. So yeah, this is Dylan Brooks. Sometimes, man, he just kind of goes overboard. But I'm just funny because like when he got the ball thrown at him, I'm surprised he like was so nonchalant about it because
Right.
it seemed like nigga anytime you get the ball thrown at you, that's automatic fade. And you see Spider, he like right when he threw the ball, like he was no talking. You feel me? So
I think it's good for ratings. NBA needs it, man. I love it.
I also think so too.
and it seemed like every night
NBA.
it's a squabble, low key. Yeah.
Low key. And then,
Old school basketball, man.
and this is what Donovan Mitchell said after. He said Dylan Brooks and I have our personal battles for years. Quite frankly, I've been busting his ass for years. So when he said that, it took me. I had to go look back. I was like, has he really? Has he been like? I don't know. I have because he was in the West for a couple years. He was with the Utah Jazz, and they was always playing each other pretty consistently. So that had me go look back at his stats. Let me look at this right here.
He right though, Dylan Brooks. I mean, no shade against just specifically, Dylan Brooks, but Donovan Mitchell has been busting anybody and everybody's ass. And obviously when Memphis plays, Memphis plays Utah, that's Dylan's assignment because Dylan, I feel like Dylan, that's his strong point is defense. Like I think he's one of the best defenders in the league, in my opinion. But so when he goes at Spider, Spider gonna get his, bro. Like that's like guarding James Harden in a sense. I'm not comparing James Harden to Spider, but James Harden gonna do his thing. Same thing with Spider. There's only so much you can do. He's such a great talent.
Right, and if you look at his stats since what is this 2020, he's won 18 points, 35 points, 35 points, 18 points, 20 points, and then tonight he only got 6, but he also did get ejected. So for the most part, he's not lying. He has been busting his ass for years, and that's not even that's only looking at since 2020. So I don't. How long has he been with? How long has Brooks been with Memphis? Probably what? Probably 2019, 2018.
4 years,
Around those years.
4 years. Like
Okay,
that.
yeah. So probably he might have been
4 years,
his first year might have been 2019, 2018. So yeah, since he's been with the Grizzlies, it's pretty fair to say he's been busting his ass. But would y'all say that it's a fair to would it be some suspensions going out, and who deserves the suspensions? Would it be both of them? Because I know they want him. I know they're gonna try to suspend Mitchell when he was just defending himself, or even fine. Is there gonna be fines going out?
No, yeah, they're getting finding them, weren't they? Getting that letter.
Oh, yeah, good fine.
Practice.
Somebody about to buy
I
chicken
don't think
and
they're gonna
waffles.
suspend them. No punches was thrown, so they probably.
They might fine them, but they're not gonna suspend them because like Wop said, it wasn't like no punches. It wasn't like really it wasn't really too much extra that went on. You feel me? I mean, maybe Dylan might get suspended. Nah, because he didn't throw no punch. Just because Dylan threw the ball at him and he came at him and pushed him. Dylan didn't even like really like even when Dylan got pushed, he didn't really even react like crazy like that.
So who deserves the bigger fine?
Probably I don't know actually, because I mean they probably could go look at the clip and see that Dylan socked him in the nuts. So maybe that. But then Don Mitchell did throw the ball at him. So. Hey, how's it going?
What would you say? Who deserves the bigger fine?
I mean, it looks like Dylan Brooks. If you can't prove that,
I know, right?
He's probably not gonna get the bigger fine. They probably give him the same thing. Because I mean, if somebody hits you in the nuts, that's one thing, and then you throw the ball at somebody's face. You feel me? You're getting fined.
That's also true.
They probably gonna get the same thing. Probably around 10 bands. You know what I'm
saying? That's it. I think they go. That's it. I think a little bit more.
10 bands.
It might be like 30 bands or something, but that's like, damn, we take a lot of money just off it. We might as well fight if we're gonna get 30-band fines.
And I think that should be a bigger discussion. Also, I feel like some of these fines, especially in the NFL, got to start being reduced. Why are they throwing
breaking pockets?
Why are they throwing all that? And damn, why did I not have this link? So let me look this up real quick. I should have had this link up. I don't know what just happened to it because we had to talk about Joe Mixon before we get up out of here. I don't know why it's not right here. Y'all heard about that, right?
Yeah, that was like some late news that just happened like a few hours ago.
I don't know what that is though. Like,
supposedly he had put a he put a gun out on a female. I don't know, but it's crazy because he didn't have a few run-ins with this. Like when he was coming out of Oklahoma, he had supposedly fought a girl. Supposedly I don't know what the case was, but supposedly, I mean I don't know if she hit him first or whatever the case, but he beat her ass though, like punched her in the face and everything.
Yeah, I know you had the thing when he knocked that girl out, but you know what she called him some derogatory. He knocked her out.
Hey man, you
like he called him like the N-word or some shit.
Yeah, he put her to bed. Put her to bed.
Hold on, bro. That's not funny, bro. That's not funny. Hey, I ain't laughing at that. I'm laughing at something I was watching on the screen, and he just happened to say it at the same time. It was weird.
That nigga Darren said, I ain't trying to get canceled.
You feel me? Hell no, bro. But I got it right. I got it right here, bro. Let me go back to this screen. Oh, what? They turn off the lights on you? I know you're a little dark. I know you ain't that dark. God damn, nigga disappeared on me, blood. Where this bitch go? All right. Share the screen. Nigga went black again. Once you go black, you never go back. He tried to come back.
Man, Black of the Bear is sweeter than Jew.
Except when she trying to take me for my loot. Hey, but hey, that was a good little one. Chris Brown, hey, man, I should be a rapper, nigga. But going on right here. So today, this was some late night news, like you said, Lamar. We had Joe Mixon, and this kind of surprised me. So arrest warrant has been, abrogated. Menacing, what the fuck? Hold on. Arrest warrant for abrogated menacing charge issued for Bengals. Okay, so basically he had an assault charge. I thought it was gonna tell us what he actually did, but we already know what he actually did. So basically, Joe Mixon, he ended up holding a woman at gunpoint. And for whatever the reason, we don't even know why. All we know right now is that there's a search warrant on him. And this actually happened the day before the Bills game. I don't know if y'all knew that. A day before they were supposed to end up playing the Bills in a playoff game, he held this gun to this woman's face. And my question is how is the NFL, how did they not know this? How did they allow Joe Mixon to go into a game and play the Buffalo Bills knowing, or maybe not knowing, that he just held a woman at gunpoint? He just had that 9 out of face.
Man. No, that's a crazy distraction. I didn't even know that happened the day before the game. But it's just crazy. Like these distractions is happening before the biggest game of these guys' career. So I feel like that probably could have threw him off a little bit too. Because Joe Mixon went off against the Bills and he didn't really go off that much against the Chiefs. So.
And you said he has prior history. What was the prior history? Because I know it's not going to be. So what was the prior history with him?
Go ahead, what?
Oh, can't hear why.
You on mute.
Oh, wait. Go ahead, Rob. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I was saying he probably the day of the Bills game, he was probably pissed off. Cause he probably know what he did already, and then I don't know why he just has like problem with women though. Like that's all I understand. Like all this.
And what was his prior problems?
Well, I mean, he was hitting females, so it looks like he must have probably been doing it. He just ain't getting told.
Back in college.
Yeah.
So
back in college, he had a run in.
Do y'all know the details of that? I'm not really too deep on it. I wasn't really following Joe Mixon back then.
Only one
my bad. Go ahead. I was gonna say if I could remember, he like punched on a woman because she had said some racist to him or something like that. I think it was like a white lady. I guess he hit on. And he did go to Oklahoma, so probably some lady from Oklahoma or some shit.
Right. So now, so this is the second incident. Is there any way y'all can even? I can't see Joe Mixon probably getting another chance. So now you talking about you put a gun at him at a woman's face, and I seen that they're gonna end up dropping the charges. But man, this is
well. If they drop the charges, then
he's good.
If they drop the charges, he Gucci. Yeah, he Gucci. But if it turn out to be something more than what them dropping charges, they basically like didn't drop charges, then he probably could have been suspended going into next season. But he's not done though. His career ain't over.
You don't think so? Yeah, okay. So what? They dropped the charges, but there's also been other incidents, like let's say Colin Kaepernick. He didn't do nothing wrong, and he never got a second chance to come back into the NFL. Even though he maybe didn't do nothing, or even if he did and the charges got dropped, he still did what he did. Even though the charges got dropped, maybe they just didn't want to get him in trouble. Maybe he's doing some type of settlement. Maybe and the Bengals might not want that press at him. This is a very dangerous situation. You could keep him on the squad. Now you're about to have memes everywhere. Maybe your teammates are feeling some type of way. Maybe the fans are feeling some type of way. You're in Cincinnati.
It probably just affected his contract.
Oh,
because it's desperate teams that are probably paying him. He probably done
like
it.
The Raiders. Like the Raiders. Raiders. Hey, the Raiders ain't shy about it.
The Raiders got a nice little running back though. Zamir White he not nothing to sleep on. Them Georgia boys, they different.
Hey, but I just felt like Joe Mixon. I thought he just fit the criteria for them. They love multitask stars that on and off the field. But I don't know. I don't know if the Bengals are gonna want to keep him. I don't know. It's gonna bring a lot of negative attention, and it's not something small. I don't think nobody just makes up a claim like that. And if I read it right, it might have been. I think it was like his girl. I think it was his girl that ended up calling the police. If I read it right, it was.
It most likely was his girl. He probably put a gun out on her ass or something. I don't know what the case was, but I told you, bro. Joe Mixon from the Bay Area. He Oakland. I don't know if specifically from Oakland, but he from somewhere in the Bay, and he got that Bay Area kind of vibe, low key. That gutter.
Okay, that's serious. That is serious, and we're gonna see how this whole situation plays out, though, bro. I hope the Bengals don't end up. I can't say I don't hope if he is if he is found guilty, if he is wrong, I hope that they cut him. But if he is innocent and maybe they just got into a little argument and she just called the police. Sometimes baby mamas will lie, whatever. Whatever the situation is, I just hope the right outcome is made. To be honest. But last, Lamar, before you get up out of here, what's your center's name? You know, I know he's also facing some charges.
Bro, that ain't our center, bro. You know who our
He's not
center is. That
starting
nigga be
center,
hitting
but
that,
he is
that
a center.
dance.
He might not be
Right,
Kelsey,
never
but
heard
he
that
does.
dude today. I ain't never heard that dude's name today in my life until them allegations came out on my mama. I was like, who the fuck
But
is
he's,
Josh Fields? What the
hey,
fuck?
but he's
They
in the
only, bro,
locker
they only
room.
doing this for distractions, bro. They only doing this shit for distractions.
He's not gonna
That's
play
how I feel
distraction.
about it, to be honest.
No,
Definitely not.
I don't know who that guy is, so they should be fine.
Okay, but like you saying, like all of us don't know who that is. I don't know who the fucking training staff. Nobody on that training staff is for the Niners. I don't know nobody on the training staff for the fucking Eagles. But that doesn't mean that the goddamn players don't know them. You know, these players still know them, even though we don't know them. They still are pretty
But he's
friends
not
with
a,
them. Jason
not a
Kelsey
factor,
practices
though.
with this center every day, bro. He might even be in his house. He might have met his kids. He might came over for Thanksgiving. You know, that could be mentally draining for a squad. That could be like, damn, one of my closest friends is a rapist and a kidnapper.
Yeah, they're probably just, you know, you got another whole week. So I feel like you it is on your mind. You'll probably think about it this week. And then, you know, as you inch closer to the Super Bowl, it's gonna be focus time.
Why? You tell me this.
Think about to lock in.
Yeah.
Why? You tell me this. If you got kidnapped tomorrow and your ass is back in a week later, would you be like, oh well, that shit happened a week ago. I'm just cool. I'm all right. I ain't worried about another nigga about to come and kidnap me. Nah, it'll never happen again. Hell no, your ass is now you on tip, bro. You like, then you might even get a shovel and start digging under the ground, making sure nobody over you.
Yeah, I couldn't. But see, they ain't do nothing. They had nothing to do with it.
Right. And I don't know. What am I hearing? I'm hearing some Dylan Brooks shit. But I think we might get up out of here. No, here it is. I gotta stop the video. No, I can hear the video playing up in my ear and shit. Little Dylan Brooks video was playing. But I don't know, bro. I think that could, you know, it could do something to that squad. I'm hopefully, you know, it does. Hopefully it does do something, because go Chiefs this week. You know, fuck the Eagles. I'm beefing with y'all right now.
Hey, it's crazy it's crazy because I went to school in Missouri, bro, and I met Chiefs fans. If Darren only knew, if you only knew how Chiefs fans be, bro, you would hate Chiefs fans too. Tell him.
I already know how I lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. No, they wasn't talking much shit as the Eagles. The Eagles act like we just lost with a whole full squad. Like they just beat us in the Super Bowl or something. You know, acting like we had Colin Kaepernick, Joe Montana at quarterback with Patrick Willis and shit. That's what you would have thought.
Hey, y'all had a young phenom back there, man. A young 7-0 type of guy.
Yeah, I want this. Is what I want to do. I want to reverse the roles. Let's put Jalen Hurts, or let's say our quarterback was good and both of your quarterbacks got hurt that game. We would have blew y'all out the whole game. It would have been a massacre. Y'all would have been calling the president.
Nah, I don't believe that. Just because our squad too crazy.
If y'all had no quarterback and only could run the ball, you still think y'all could fuck with the Niners?
Hell yeah. Hassan Reddick would have saved us.
Yeah, see, that's why Eagle fans take that. I was trying to tell y'all, stay off that shit. I don't know how Philadelphia.
I got one question. If Pat wins his second ring, is he Hall of Fame bound right now?
Oh, of course.
I don't feel like
definitely.
He has a better squad from what I've been seeing. Don't quote me. That ain't what I said. That's squad. But
I feel like
that's what they said.
I feel like the win. I don't know, something about this Eagle squad that I'm really not fully. I'm not fully believing in yet, because I don't feel like they really play no competition, bro. Look, the first round they played
like this all year, bro.
Look, bro, they still haven't played nobody. They played.
Bro, we was undefeated. He was like, man, I don't believe in the Eagles.
The schedule been weak, and then they beat what? They beat Washington in the playoff. Who they beat in the playoffs in the first round?
The
Giants?
New York Giants, and then we
they played a weak ass Giants team, and then y'all played a beat down Niners team, and then y'all whooped on trash all year, and then Mahomes. Now it's like you got to beat this Eagles team. I don't even know they're for real. I feel like it'll be more impressive if he beats the Eagles than if he beats the win on the Niners. Just because right now he's hurt, you know, he's down a lot less players. He doesn't have Tyreek no more. Nicole Harmon, he's not going to be able to play, so we'll see.
McCole not playing the Super Bowl?
No, he's not gonna play.
Well, they haven't.
Damn, thank God. That nigga stupid fast.
See, Eagle fans,
Thank God that nigga run 4-2.
They didn't want us to play. They don't want nobody to play. That's how they want to win championships. They want everybody to be.
We don't need no Tyreek Hills. We don't need nobody like that.
They hoping Pat Mahomes wake up sore as hell on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, no, I know. Trust me, they'll be clapping if he go out the game.
Man, talking about we beat the
song gonna be on that flag.
Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, we beat them all. Knowing that nigga can't even walk.
Yeah, we gonna get Big Red another hardware, man.
Hey, knock on wood. I don't want Jalen Hurts to get hurt for real. Though. I want fucking both healthy teams. But if something happen,
I'm about to say,
I don't want to hear. I don't want to even hear nothing from you though. Like I don't want to hear no.
No, ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses.
I don't care. Minshew, if
next
he gets hurt, I
man
don't
up.
want to hear it. Yep, you better throw.
Next man up mentality. There ain't no more excuses. This is the last game. Ain't no excuses. Even if these niggas do get hurt, Pat Mahomes, he better be out there, nigga, one leg gone, nigga. He better be standing on one leg for real.
Watch that nigga get hurt. He gonna be like, oh, bro, we had this nigga. We would have won the game. All right. I already know. He capping. Right now, it sound good right now. It sound good.
Like, bro, if Jalen mess up his shoulder, bro, he better be out there throwing nigga at the left hand. Nigga, fuck that. What George Kittle say? What George Kittle say? You a lefty?
You ambidextrous?
I think say you ambidextrous? I think Brock Purdy was like, nah, bro, get the fuck out my face.
Get the fuck out my face, bro. What the hell you think you doing, bro? See, we can end it right here, though. I think that was a pretty solid live. I don't think we got nothing else to talk about, but Tom Brady, shout out on the career. We don't really talk too deep on that. Tom Brady did his thing. I don't think there's ever going to be another player to get 7 Super Bowls. What do y'all think? I don't know if y'all think Pat Mahomes could do it.
Nah, that's my dog. I think we get like 5. I don't know about 7.
Yeah, niggas get close, but niggas ain't about to get no 7. No, that's crazy.
Lucky, yeah, Seahawk Bowl was lucky and the Falcon Bowl was lucky. I don't know if niggas can get that type of luck, man.
Hey man, see, the Eagles can. Shit, so we'll see. Maybe Jalen Hurts could do it. Maybe he might get lucky. And you're also gonna need a young coach. You feel me? You can't have no old coach. So,
if anybody can do it, Andy Reid though. Big Red.
Too old, bro. Too old.
I think too old. Nigga, LA shit, man. Big Red shit. You feel me?
Man.
There, you know Big Red from LA.
Yeah, I know you from LA. What part of LA?
East LA.
He from the city. Yeah, he from like somewhere like South Central. Not South Central, but like we said East LA. What?
Yeah.
I think LA.
East LA grimy though.
Yeah, that's one of the hoods. But he probably, every hood kind of got like a nice area. So I'm pretty sure he might have lived in a nice little area, low key.
With the Wilson,
right? Because he pretty nice. You feel me? He a little too nice. I don't know.
Frank Clark love him though. Yeah.
Nigga, fuck Frank Clark.
Hey, Wab, you know what's crazy? Speaking of Frank Clark, yeah, I didn't even know Frank Clark was on. I didn't even know he was still on the squad. Just because I feel like he had a quiet year, low key, this season, compared to the year when they went to the Super Bowl.
That's how he is in the season. He quiet in the season. He turned into a different dude in the playoffs. That's him.
Not really. They just give him a microphone and start echoing it a little bit louder. That's all. It ain't like different stats.
He got 14.5 sacks. He tied with Reggie White. He like 3rd in NFL history for sacks and playoffs.
Man, hey, one last question for you, before we get up out of here. Because I was talking to Lamar earlier about this, and we're talking about MVPs. So, isn't the MVP a regular season award and not a playoff award?
Yeah, that's regular season.
Okay, thank you. That's all. He wasn't trying to hear.
No, it wasn't that I was trying to hear. I was asking Darren, if it's a regular season award, why don't they announce the awards when the regular season is over? That's all I was asking. Regular season been over. Why we ain't found out the MVP yet? Because I was wondering that too. I'm like, damn, why didn't they announce it?
He felt like Hassan Reddick should be a defensive player of the year before Nick Bosa, if you want to count in the playoffs. But I was trying to say, basically, it's a regular season award.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Chris Jones getting defensive player of the year. I ain't gonna lie.
It's out of those 3. It's out of Chris Jones, Reddick, and Bosa.
To be honest, though, I can't say Bosa. Bosa's still kind of underperforming for me. I can't lie, and that's saying he going crazy. But I just feel like when I'm watching him play, I think he exposes the weaker tackles. But when he does play a top tackle, he's still not doing what I want him to do. He still be whooping.
Chris
on them
Jones
boys
is
like TJ Watt
special
does.
because Chris Jones is special because nigga he getting all those sacks from the interior position. Nigga, the last nigga that do that was Geno Atkins, and Geno Atkins was a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
years in a row, Geno Atkins is getting all pro. So shit, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Jones did win defensive player of the year.
Shit, then we're gonna end it right here. Y'all letting me know who's gonna be the defensive player of the year. We gone.
All right.
Hassan Reddick, yeah.
Hey, but yeah.